All Muslims have an obligation to counter the Shia in Syria. I'm not celebrating the revolution. Call me an Assadist if you want. Call me Iranian agent if you want. But I don't see any reason to celebrate that. We're happy. Yeah. We're celebrating that Bashar al-Assad is gone. We're so happy about that. And we're so happy that Hezbollah couldn't stop the takeover of the new government. Celebrations, because now the tyrant that is putting the boot on our neck is Sunni, from a Sunni background. That's what we should be celebrating. I condemn Bashar al-Assad many times. And I even takfired him. He's not even a Muslim. Like, what is the difference between having Assad in power and having another tyrant? Like, is the only thing that matters to you the background? Assad is a kafir, secularist tyrant who deserves to burn in hell for the crimes he and his father inflicted on Muslims. That includes his culpability in the Syrian civil war. Syria deserves a better leader, and he should have been replaced long ago. Why isn't a ceasefire able to be reached? Who is preventing that? It's Assad. Assad just wants perpetual war because he wants to exterminate all the Sunnis. Like, is that really what you think? Look at what Israel has done. They've taken the Golan Heights. They have pressed into southern Syria. That, right? No.
They had the Golan Heights.
It was occupying it, but it was disputed. As a Sunni, myself, anything that Iran does is self-defense in that context. Iran was at fault and committed many atrocities, and I condemn them. What I like is Khomeini in Iran. I do know Arabic. I do know how to read and write and speak Arabic.
أنت تريد أن تتكلم اللغة العربية.
نعم أتكلم يا حمار يا حمار.
كم سنة درست اللغة؟
يا خنزير. اخرس. I have a really hard time talking about David Wood in that way. I know that he's insulting the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but the man has had a hard life. I think we have to have some. I guess I'm becoming the compassionate imam now. But the poor guy has had a very hard life. I never heard you say anything against that, Uncle Retard. You need to be exposed for the backstabbing Wahhabi scum, a deviant that you are. See a moron retard like Jake Brancatella and Fareed and Adnan and Abdul and whatever other Wahhabi moron. The Wahhabis are just the dogs of Zionists. Like, that's what they are. You're just mentally retarded, like you're suffering from debilitating retardation. May Allah heal you of that. Or you're an agent. You're actually an agent. You're on the payroll of the UAE. Salafism has become a Muslim Zionism at this point. I think that the Salafi movement has many positive things, in terms of a revival of the importance of Quran and Sunnah. Temporary marriage, mut'a marriage, has been allowed. Mut'a, we can't say, oh, this is such a dirty thing. Is the concept inherently immoral to have a temporary...
The people who will attend want to know where you stand regarding the manhaj.
Yeah, so people might be familiar with Athari, manhaj, Athari, Aqidah, or sometimes it's known as the Hanbali Aqidah because it traces to Imam Ahmad, rahimahullah. So that's the Aqidah that I have studied with qualified scholars, and that's what I believe. Affirming body and spatial direction is the position of many Sunnis historically, mainly the Hanbalis and modern Salafis. Belief is not that the Imams, the 12 Imams, bring new revelation. That's not what the Shia believe.
I would read Al-Kafi and shocking statements about the Quran is incomplete, and Jibreel alayhi salam would continue to bring wahi after the Prophet alayhi salam had passed away. And on, many narrations like this. I was shocked. So
the narrations about revelation continuing, and that Jibreel alayhi salam was continuing to bring revelation after the passing away of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another thing that they criticize Shia for, they're taking their imams as having these kinds of powers and knowledge, and they're getting revelation.
Stuff like the Imams have knowledge of all that was given to the angels and the prophets, right? The Imams know when they will die, and they will only die by their choice. was that, pretty normal to you?
No, those things were surprising to me as well, but I chalk that up to like maybe I just don't know like the extent of the imam's power. Like it's strange. Like this is stuff that is supposed to be reserved for Allah, knowledge that only Allah has of the ghaib.
A lot of Sunni Muslims will say that the Prophet ﷺ controls the universe, and there's not an atom that moves without the control of the Prophet ﷺ. I'm going to pray to Jesus. I'm going to do istighatha to the saint, to Jesus, to heal my leprosy. Oh, Jesus, heal my leprosy. This is istighatha. Can I be 100% sure that what he did is shirk akbar in the same way as a Christian praying to Jesus? No, I can't say that with 100% confidence. Because there does seem to be a difference. There does seem to be an important difference there.
Oh, Virgin Mary, and you may have them at the same time. So someone in Africa, imagine you go and talk to Virgin Mary, knowing that Virgin Mary speaks to you, hears you. You understand? Who can hear everybody at the same time? So you're taking the attribute of Allah, you're giving it to the created beings. Even they are not alive, they are dead. You want to tell me that this is not shirk? Give me a break, man.
Reading you suggest for new Muslims that will be foundational for navigating the waters of scholarship. Yeah, I have some recommendations when it comes to the topic of Iman. Here is a good book, and these are all in English, basically, so you can read them. Read commentary on the 3 fundamental principles by Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen.